let me show you how to take these into this. Hey y'all, I'm Sammy and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you 6 of the best boxed cake mix recipes you will ever try. Trust me on this, they are amazing. Go make them. Now sit back and relax and let me do all the cooking. Come on y'all, let's go. First up, we're making some Funfetti banana bread. Now this is quick, simple, and easy, and who knew you could make banana bread out of a Funfetti cake mix? Starting out in a bowl, you'll want to mash 3 ripe bananas. You can leave them chunky if you want, but I just mashed them up pretty well. And then I'm adding 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of oil, and we'll just mix all of that together until well combined and they're all happy. Then we will dump in the full box of that confetti cake mix. I think it was a 15.25 ounce box until that is well combined. Now make sure you already have your oven preheated to 350 degrees and that you have your loaf pan sprayed. Once it is well mixed, you'll just go ahead and pour that right on in. Now this is a 9x5 loaf pan, and I laid it on top of a sheet pan that was lined so with some tin foil, so in case it ran over, I would be able to catch it on there. But as you can see, it turned out perfectly. Now I did tint it halfway through the cooking time because I didn't want it to brown too much. To make the frosting or the icing that goes on top, I've got 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and I used about 2 to 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and I just mixed that all together. Now I don't know why I put it in this Ziploc bag and tried to make it look all pretty, because in the end, as you can see, I decided to just smear it all over top of it. That way I knew every bite would have some icing in it. But definitely try this one. It is delicious. Now, if you are enjoying this video, please do me a huge favor and give me a like and hit that subscribe button, because I would love to have y'all as part of my YouTube family. Plus, you don't want to miss any more videos with all this yumminess in it. Moving right along, we're going to make a lemon blueberry loaf. I love me some lemons. Y'all already know this. And this one was right up my alley. In a bowl, we're going to dump a full 15.25 ounce box of lemon supreme cake mix, along with 3 eggs, 4 ounces of sour cream, and then we're just going to put in 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. You could use butter if you wanted to, but we also need 1/4 cup of lemon juice and maybe a little more to grow on, because I love me some lemons. Now you could honestly put lemon zest in here. The recipe did call for it, but I didn't have a fresh lemon, so I used with what I had. Once you have that well combined, we are going to go ahead in a separate bowl and dump 1.5 cups of, I used frozen, you could use fresh, along with 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. We'll just give that a good mix together. And now the reason we do this is to keep those blueberries from all sinking to the bottom, because you want those blueberries kind of floating in the bread. And I just folded them lightly once I coated the blueberries in the flour and poured them in here. I just wanted to fold them in there. That way they didn't get mushed too much. Then we poured that into a 9x5 sprayed loaf pan. Now you could do these in cupcakes or however you wanted to do it as well, but this is a recipe, specifically for a bread pan, but I don't think it would matter. But this goes into a 350 degree oven for about 45 minutes. And look at this beauty right here. Oh my goodness, the smell of this was absolutely delicious. Now to make the lemon icing that goes on top of it, or a glaze, whatever you want to call it, I took 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And you could see how runny it was right there. And that is the consistency you want. So you could just glaze the bread just like this. Is that not picture perfect right there?
Oh, but you want to make sure that loaf is cooled because you don't want it to, just melt the glaze. You definitely want it to stay on that. Look at this gorgeousness right here, y'all. It is just a flavor explosion in your mouth. So, so good. This was probably one of my favorites that I made in this whole video. Next up, we are going to do a butter pecan brownie. This was number one, y'all. I've got to say, these are a must try. I cannot tell enough good things about this. Into a bowl, we're going to put an entire box of butter pecan cake mix with 1 egg, 1 stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup of butter. I just stuck this in my microwave for a little bit and you could see that it did melt, which is what you want. And then we will mix this up because this is what makes our crust of our brownies. So once you have that mixed up, you'll get a well sprayed 9x13 cake pan or whatever kind of pan that you want to use. Just as long as it's a 9x13, you'll be good. Now to press this into the bottom, you could always grease your hands, but I just use water and I just mash that down into the bottom of the pan. Once that's done, set it off to the side and get you 1 block of cream cheese. Make sure it is well softened because you've got to combine it with some other yummy ingredients. And I just gave that a good whip. And then we will put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This was not part of the recipe, but I added it. And definitely add the vanilla, y'all. It just takes it to a whole new level. Then we're going to add in 2 eggs. And make sure that does mix very, very well because we are getting ready to add in our powdered sugar. The original recipe calls for 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. Y'all, I cut this in half. So I added just a little over about 1.25 cups. So definitely cut that down. You can add the 3.5 cups if you want to, but I think it would just be way too sweet. And the 1.5 cups that I used was perfect. Once you have that on top, you will take 1 cup of chopped up pecans. If you don't like pecans, you can change it up with any kind of cake mix, I'm sure, but I love pecans. So I just put those right over the top. This goes into a 300-degree oven for about 40 minutes. And would you look at this yumminess? Y'all, seriously, this is like if a pecan pie and a ooey gooey butter cake had a baby. This is what y'all end up with because it is that good. Definitely make this one. And next up is an inside-out German chocolate cake. Y'all. Oh my goodness. I know that Valerie has made something like this, and if I can find it, I will link it down below. It might not have been this one, but it was something similar. So in a entire box of German chocolate cake, we took the oil and water all together and it equaled, I think it was a 1/2 cup of each, along with 3 eggs. And we'll just put that in here and blend it all together until it is nice and smooth. Once you have that blended, we are going to take an entire tub of the coconut pecan icing right into the cake mix. Now, I know that sounds weird, but trust the process here because y'all are going to love this cake. You do want to make sure that that is well blended because you don't want no big old blobs of icing in your cake batter when you bake it. Then I sprayed a bundt pan, well sprayed, that is. This goes into a 350-degree oven for about 45 to 55 minutes. It just depends on your oven. And y'all, this turned out beautifully. Now, I did sprinkle it with a little bit of powdered sugar just to make it look pretty because I think it's gorgeous. And you eat with your eyes first before you actually taste it. But you'll definitely want to make this one because it is fantastic. This was definitely the best German chocolate cake I have ever had, and I hope y'all enjoy it too. Next up are strawberry brownies. I gotta have like pretty much every fruit known to man in this video, almost. But starting out into a large mixing bowl, we're gonna dump a whole 15.25 ounce box of strawberry cake mix with 2 eggs and a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. So we're pretty much just making the same kind of like a brownie batter base. And then you'll pour that into an 8x8 pan, and I'm using my same wet hand technique, but like I said, y'all could grease your hands and push that down, or you could use a rubber spatula. Now this goes into a 350-degree oven for about 25 to 35 minutes. Now while this is baking, you'll get you out another small bowl, put in 4 ounces of cream cheese with a 3/4 cup of powdered sugar and about 2 teaspoons of heavy cream with about a 1/4 cup of chopped up strawberries or pureed strawberries. And then you'll give that a good old mix through until everything is nice and combined. And you'll want to make sure that your strawberry brownies have cooled before you put this icing on top of it, because it's going to be a runnier consistency anyways because of that strawberry puree in it. But y'all, it adds so much flavor, and it looks so pretty when you slice into them and you pull it up out of there, because all of that icing just kind of runs down over your brownies, and it is absolutely delicious. Oh my goodness, y'all, definitely give these a try. But if you are liking what you're seeing so far, please make sure to hit that red subscribe button. It is absolutely free, and I would love to have y'all as part of my YouTube family. And also, don't forget to give me a like. Now to finish off the video, we are going to make some amazing, delicious carrot cake bars. These you don't want to pass up on. In a large mixing bowl, we're going to dump in the entire 15.25 ounce box of cake mix, along with 4 ounces of cream cheese and 4 tablespoons of butter, which is softened, with 1 egg at room temperature. You will mix that together until well combined. This batter will be very thick because it is going to make your carrot cake bar layer. With your wet hands or greased hands, oiled hands, whatever you want to say, you'll just mash that layer down into an 8x8 pan. Put this into a 350-degree oven for about 25 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and make our icing. So it is 4 ounces of cream cheese and 4 tablespoons of butter, along with 3/4 cup of powdered sugar and a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You want to mix that until it is well combined and smooth. And then we are going to add in about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of crushed up walnuts. And then, in my opinion, it's not carrot cake unless you have walnuts. You'll pour that icing right over top of your cold carrot cake bars, and then you'll just spread that out until you have a nice even layer, if you have enough left, because I wanted to eat that icing right out of the bowl. These are so good, and they are so easy to make, y'all. Definitely a winner to take to a summer lunch or a picnic. Now to finish it off, I just put some sliced baby carrots and just diced them up really fine, along with a little bit more cinnamon right on top of that. And these were so good and just delicious. I cannot rave enough about them. But enough about the food. Let's get on to the bloopers, y'all.
Let me show you how to take these to this. Let me show you how to take these. No. Be yourself. Be yourself. I am myself. But for some reason, I want to stutter. I ain't going to be perfect. God don't mean for me to be perfect. I just have to be perfect for him. And he knows my kind perfect. But y'all, seriously, y'all are so sweet for all the loving comments. Love y'all. Now let's get back to it, shall we? Let me show you how to take these to this. Let me show you how to take these into this. I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. This is what I get for always trying to film before I have to leave for work in the morning. But y'all know, I gotta make time when I can. Ain't that right, Pep? No right. I gotta take them out still. And I gotta get my lunch together. Why does always contacts? Now they're gonna dry out on me. What is happening? I'm sweating. Can y'all see the sweat? Whew. Welcome to the almost mid-40s and being a woman. I feel like I'm melting. I'm melting. No, but seriously, I'm still here. Y'all, I'm a goof. Y'all wanted to see the real me. This is the real me. This is what happens when I film. Been doing this for almost 3 years now. Why do I still get nervous to be in front of the camera? I'm in my home. Get my hair so it's not sticking out everywhere. Hot flash. And I got bat wings. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. I just want to say thank you all so much for coming back for another one of my videos. I just love making these for you all, and I just wanted to say thank you for taking time out of your day to support me and my family. Your views, your comments, even if you leave a heart or everything, even just clicking that like button and share my videos helps me out tremendously, and I cannot thank you all enough. I really absolutely mean it from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are the absolute best. Just can't thank y'all enough. But if you liked today's video, please make sure you give me a big old thumbs up and leave me a comment below, and think about tapping that red button and becoming part of my YouTube family. It is absolutely free, and I would love to have y'all. Until next time, if you are in need of prayer, please let me know down below, and I would be honored to pray for you all. And if you are looking for some more delicious recipes, check out these other 2 videos right here on your screen. Until next time, God bless. Bye.